This instructional video is focusing on how to build hyperlinks from the eResource Center to other web pages. As you can see, we've signed in now as Test NIST. We're on the Planning Hub, and we're currently on the NIST Supply Chain Management Collaborative worksite. In order to be able to create a link on the site, we first have to go into Edit GUI. I also want to note that remove link is not referring to a hyperlink. This is just the link in the tab that's here at the top. As you go through the site, you can always create links or tabs that sit up here in the top, and that's what this button is for. But to actually make and remove links in on the website, you have to go into the Edit GUI mode. And as we mentioned, all others will be blocked for 5 minutes while you are using the site. If you need longer than that, you can always hit preview, scroll back up, and continue to do your work. The final thing is that all of the text and symbols that are in the yellow highlights are to be left alone, and they really define where you're working. So in the case of the documentation box, you now know that if you want to add something to the documentation box, it needs to be between these two yellow highlighted areas. So in this case, let's go ahead and put a website in here. So we hit return. We go up to our link, insert edit link button and click on it. And in this case, the link info comes up. The link type is we're not doing a wiki page, that's an internal page, but in this case, we're doing a URL site. And let's do the eResource Center. And that looks spelled okay, so that we hit OK. And then we go ahead and save it. And what you see is that we've now got the icon for a link, and we've actually got a link to the site. There's another way we can do it which actually doesn't have us put up the site but describe the site. So now we can go back into Edit again. We're going down to our documentation and staying inside the box by going up here and hitting return. And this time let's go ahead and name it. So now we've named it's the eResource Center. All we need to do is highlight it in this case, go up to our insert link, choose our URL, and we go ahead and sign it in. We check the spelling and then OK. Now when we save this, we can see that we have two examples. This is the actual website that's just been uploaded, and this is now the name. And it's sometimes useful when we are putting up websites that have really crazy names or very long names to just rename them. Either one of these works. We can always come behind you and clean them up as well. So that's really how you add a hyperlink between the eResource Center and outside. Remember, if anything goes wrong and you have problems, just send us an email at eResourcecenter.org and we'll fix the page for you immediately.